JD, thank you very much. No tax refund, no communion. That's the claim coming from some at a small Houston church. Isaiah Carey here now with the story. It is strange sounding, Isaiah.
Very strange story, Tom. Now, it's one of those stories that may be hard to believe, but it has rocked the small, intimate congregation to its core. That's why the person we talk with in this interview doesn't want their identity revealed. When it comes to church, communion is supposed to be a part of the service. It's expected, but not on this Sunday.
It seemed like we were all looking at each other still in amazement, like, what is really happening?
This person we'll call James says he was shocked at what he witnessed on First Sunday here at Houston Unity Baptist Church. It was just before communion when James says the pastor asked church members a question.
He said, okay, well, for all of those that are getting a tax refund, how many of you are going to give it to the church? No one said anything. He said, I'll ask again, how many of you are going to give your tax refund to the church? No one said anything.
That's when James said the pastor refused to give them communion.
Because it happened right after he asked for the money and no one responded. And so then he said, okay, I'm not going to serve communion in a church where people's spirits are bad.
Ask for that tax refund on the church. Whoever told you that told you a lie.
This is Reverend John Goodman, the pastor at Houston Unity, leader of the 30-member congregation since 1976.
I will not serve communion to a church full of people with bad spirits.
Everything you said is a lie, all right?
While Reverend Goodman initially denied the claim, he says he did ask about income tax refunds. Goodman says he wanted to know if the congregation would donate like one of the other church members. He gave his refund to start building the church's parking lot.
I asked the members, I said he donated from his income tax money. You understand? I asked, were there any other members, which I know there is, that got income tax money? I asked them would they like to contribute it over here to the parking lot. That's where the tax money come in at. That had nothing to do with the church.
So let me ask you this, and I completely understand what you're saying, but did you withhold communion?
Oh, yes, definitely.
But it wasn't tied.
Wasn't nothing to do with no income tax.
So why did Goodman withhold communion from the members of his congregation? He says members of his church failed to do what's right by unity.
What you're talking about a church here with 4 or 5 folks just doing, and 25 devils in it.
That's right. He called members of his flock devils. But Goodman says that out of frustration about a congregation he says has yet to step up financially.
You call your members devils?
The demons.
What do you think they're going to say when they hear this?
Listen, if the ones who come to you all with this, tell them that Reverend said, come and let me pray the demons out of you.
In the end, Goodman insists he never withheld communion because members of his church refused to give tax refunds.
I know that there was others who have gotten income tax that could have easily donated $5, $10, $15, didn't donate a dime. And you know why? They didn't donate a dime because of the same thing that's going on in our church, which is why pastor did not give communion out. You understand the spiritual thing.
And, of course, he says he wants to get that parking lot completed within 6 months or the land is reverted back to another company or the city. And so, Tom, they're still trying to work on that. But he is very frustrated, but he denies the claim that he asked for their tax refunds and refused the communion as a result.
And as interesting as all this may be, nothing illegal about what has been said so far.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But once again, that is the story.
Isaiah Carey, thank you very much.
No
Melinda?
problem.